Cosmic beings, welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so I was guided to look at the cards on the split, which I'm not always guided to do, but we've got the Ace of Pentacles and Strength. So there is a new beginning here. There is an offer of some sort. Um, for some of you, you are extending an offer, and it's requiring you to really tap into your inner resolve, your inner strength to make this offer. I'm feeling like some nerves, some fears, something like that. This could be starting something new as well. And it's heart aligned, whatever this is. This is in alignment for you. There's just some resistance. There's a little bit of fear around it. And that's where it's like pull into that inner strength to allow yourself to make this offer. The other thing that's coming through is if you are being guided to make an offer in some way, I feel like this still could apply for you. So take it as it resonates, but there's definitely like a blessing that's coming in. For some of you, it's a result of making this offer. The divine's going to come through and bring you a blessing, and this is physical world blessing. So this could be finances, this could be a business opportunity, this could be a promotion, this could be the perfect house that you that's in your price range that you get to move into. Like it's going to be something in the physical realm. This is a physical blessing. And so, for some of you, this physical blessing is going to require you to have a level of inner strength that you already have, but really lean into that strength because of the magnitude of this blessing. Maybe this is something of a magnitude that's going to trigger a bunch of people around you, or something like that. It's big. It's whatever this is. This is big. This is very expansive energy that I'm feeling. Um, okay. Let's see. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support on the channel. The likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and the donations all really do help out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are interested in a personal reading from me, you can find that information in the description box below. Okay, I was guided to look at the split again. We've got the Three of Wands and the Lovers. For some of you, you are waiting for a counterpart type of dynamic to lock in the physical realm. For others of you, you are waiting. The Three of Wands is like a waiting energy. It can also be living at a distance. And then the Lovers is like divine counterpart, high level soulmate. It's definitely a divine union, high level love. So that could be something that you are manifesting. For some of you, that has something to do with the offer that you're being guided to make. All right. Three of Pentacles and the Lovers. Interesting. I'm doing a lot of like looking at the splits. Okay. The Lovers, again, same same thing that I just said. The Three of Pentacles, this is talking about collaboration and teamwork. When this shows up next to the Lovers or in a love reading, what this really indicates is a life partner. So sometimes there's situations where it's compartmentalized, right? You have your work, and then you have your home life, and then you have, a business partner over here, or you're just doing, work stuff and doing your job and all of that, and then you come home, and then you have your partner, and you and your partner do like, family stuff together. This is an energy of life partner. This is an energy of you and your person. Most likely when this shows up, you're coming together to collaborate, to build things together. This can look like you own businesses together, or you work together, and then you also do family stuff together, and then you also do creative pursuits together, and then you travel together, and it's like life partner stuff, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It really is. Okay, I'm just gonna do the splits. Mm, When I do it in the splitting way, that would be called to do. Okay, interesting. I'm being guided to continue to do the splits. Okay, we've got Ace of Swords and Death and Rebirth. Oh, shit. Okay, Ace of Swords. This is truth and clarity. This can be speaking your truth. This can be clarity, like divine clarity. Death and Rebirth. This is a complete end to cycles. And when you completely end a cycle or end a certain way of doing things or end a lifestyle or whatever this is, then it causes a rebirth energy in where you rise from the ashes. There's a phoenix energy coming here. So this has something to do, whatever this communication or this clarity is, has something to do with you rising from the ashes, from you completely rebuilding yourself, your life, your identity, all of those things. This is pretty massive. Pretty massive. Right? Temperance and Ace of Swords. For some of you, you are being guided to communicate with a counterpart. Um, there's also this energy of like this clarity or this communication is going to bring balance to your life in some way. For some of you, it's going to be in a lot of ways. For others of you, it may be like it helps to rebalance one area of life. And when you balance an area of life, then you can balance another area of life and then another area of life. And it just kind of cascades into other areas of life. And then once you're really in that balanced energy, that's when you can really like enter master manifestor mode, like conscience creator mode, things like that. Really experience a life that you truly, truly desire. Okay, this is wish fulfillment. So whatever this is that you're bringing balance to is wish fulfillment. Um, for some of you, it's because you balance your internal masculine and feminine energies that is aligning you with this wish fulfillment. For others of you, well, it's kind of and also. Um, for some of you, what this is this is you bringing balance into a situation with your counterpart, because there's the yin yang aspect on here. You bringing balance to that situation is complete and total wish fulfillment. Okay, finding balance in this situation is going to help you relieve boredom, staleness, stagnancy. And it's going to bring in a new beginning in love as well. Um, okay, there's also something here with the perspective change. For some of you, you had a perspective change on something with the hanged man that is helping you to shift out of boredom and staleness and stagnancy and just like blah, just not the hold on. My words just like I'm making noises. Hold on. Okay. Um yeah, it's like not having a spark for life. It's just like kind of dull, kind of boring, kind of this is just life and I'll just make the best of it and bleh, like And then there's a perspective shift. And then it brings that spark back to life. And then there's that, yeah, there's definitely that new beginning when it comes to love. In the new beginning for love, it can absolutely be like a romantic love, but it's also just in the heart space in general. So our heart is what calls us to our passions, to our purpose, and of course to other people. But it's very expansive. It's not just like romantic love. And so it could be a beginning when it comes to something like that. Absolutely, definitely could be, making some sort of small romantic gesture towards somebody. The page of cups can be even just expressing deeper feelings, like, hey, I'm interested in you, are you interested in me? Something like that. It can be something small, but very, very impactful. Like very impactful. Yeah. Some of you, you're being guided to make some sort of romantic offer. If you are a feminine on the counterpart journey, this could indicate that you're about to receive a romantic offer. Um, and then if you're not on the counterpart journey, well, just listen to your guidance. Because if you're being guided to make this offer and it's a romantic offer, do that. And even if you are the feminine and you're actually being guided, make sure you're actually being guided to make a romantic offer. do it, because what you don't see is that is actually going to level you up to the 10 of Pentacles, which is a legacy, long-term commitment. It's also, financial abundance out the wazoo. The Hierophant, this is if you're looking at a spiritual connection, or if you're looking at like a love connection, there is something spiritual about this connection, and it also does have to do with your alignment, with your ascension, things like that. Um, Splitting again. Okay. Five of Wands and Queen of Cups. What I heard on that is for some of you, you're being guided to resolve a conflict with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups it's a feminine energy, and it is somebody who's open, nurturing, soft, kind-hearted, gentle-hearted. Um, for some of them, they could have a hard exterior. Deep down, though, there is absolutely it's this mushy gushy inside. And you know that this part of your person is there. You've seen it, you've felt it, you know that this part is there. And so even if they have a hard exterior, this is their interior energy. It's soft, nurturing, loving, so on and so forth. Emotionally mature as well. And so you're being guided to resolve some sort of conflict with the Queen of Cups. That's all I'm getting for that. Okay, so that's going to be specific. What came out here? We've got Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Oof, duh. That's one card? Okay. All right. Okay. So, Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. This is, you could be feeling locked out of somebody's life right now. That could be part of it. It's also like lack, financial hardship, things like that. And then Five of Swords, this can be self-sabotage. This is internal conflict. We've got 555 out here. So you could be seeing 555. 555, just fives in general, it's change, it's transformation. And so that's the beautiful thing here. If you are experiencing some lack or financial hardships, it's in a transition phase. Trust and allow and know that that is your reality, is to shift into this 10 of Pentacles, which is just big money, big finances, big opportunities, big resources. Um, and then, yeah, just make sure you're not self-sabotaging this. I feel like there's definitely something here about not allowing yourself to sabotage what is coming in for you because it is so massive. It's going to feel a little too good to be true. It's going to feel like there's no way. When is this going to end? When's the other shoe going to drop? So on and so forth. 10 of Pentacles, man, that is like locked in. And so it's understanding and trusting that you are no longer in the energy where the other shoe has to drop. You are in the energy where you get to experience just how good it can get. So trust that, know that. Nine of Swords, this is anxiety out the ass. I mean, it is just, it's kind of a weird way to put it. It's stuck in your head. It's overthinking everything. It's all the fears, all the worries, all the things, all the this, all the that. What if this? What if that? And then this, and then that. And it's just like, woo, it's mental looping. It's not being able to sleep. It's up all night or all day. It's, insomnia. It's all those things. Very stressed out. Very stressed out. For some of you, it has something to do with making an offer or cleaning up this conflict with this person. For others of you, it could just have to do with finances, resources, life, the state of the world, it can be all that stuff. Um, just know though, like you're on this ascension path, you're aligning with your higher self, you're aligning with the divine, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles in your energy. So it's all good. Take a breath. Trust and allow and know that you are aligning with a different version of reality. And you get to choose what version of reality you want to align with. And so you can continue to focus on the lack and everything going wrong in the world and all of that. You can manifest more of that. Or you can say, okay, what is in my direct control? All right. So I'm going to release some of this and I'm going to focus on the things that I want to grow. And then when you are focusing on that and allowing yourself to actually know that things can grow and change and get better for you, the more it's going to happen. And make sure when those little things, because it starts little sometimes, when those little things start to come in that show you that there's an alternate thing happening here, make sure you're showing gratitude. Be thankful for those little things, even if it's something like you were saving money and then you got a bill out of nowhere and you have to spend some of that nest egg and you're bummed about it. Instead of focusing on it like that, look at it as though I'm thankful I have the extra to be able to clear this up right now. Or I'm thankful that I'm being given a payment option where I can pay this off pretty quick. Whatever it is, when you start shifting that energy that you have around those kinds of things, then that's when it becomes more and more expansive, and then all of a sudden you start experiencing things in a very different way, a very expansive way. Nine of Wands, you've been through a lot. This is wounded warrior energy. This is very much like you've been beaten down. You've gone through a lot of pain, a lot of hardships. However, there's the warrior energy in here as well. And so it's knowing that what you went through, you have transmuted, and you're going to continue to transmute that and change the effect that those wounds have and do something different with it. And that's where we get into like generational cycle breaking, where you could have just allowed it to pass through you and not assessed it and not faced it and not processed through it. But you chose to say, no, this ends with me. No, I'm not going to do that to other people. Even if you have in the past, this is a choice you can make right now and be like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to become a different version of myself who doesn't do those things, who uses my pain and my experience and transmutes it into positive beneficial experiences instead of locking me into victim mentality and then passing it on to other people. So it's very transformative energy here. Seven of Cups, this is having a lot of options. Whatever you've been going through, you're headed for calmer waters. So just know that no matter how rocky and bumpy and whatever's going on, you are literally headed for calmer waters. So just know that. And some of you are about to have a lot of different options on what that is for you. And it's peace, it's calm, it's freedom, it's all of those things. It's really a beautiful energy that I'm feeling coming through that. Um the fucking lovers, dude. That is the third time this has come out. Okay, so some of you, you're being called to your person, and that is going to help you to enter calmer waters, is what I just heard. So, yeah, if you're being called to a specific person right now, it is your person, it's a counterpart, there's a divine connection, it's a high level soulmate, whatever it is, you know who this person is, you know the guidance has been calling you to this person. It's because this has something to do with that peace, that freedom, those calmer waters. You and this person are going to be able to lock in and really create this beautiful environment around you where it's it's just peaceful, it's loving, mm, it's beautiful. In 10 of Pentacles, this is also talking about long-term stability in a connection with another person, like romantically. So this is leaving a legacy and having that really long-term committed energy with another person. Um, so if that is something you are manifesting, it's here for you, and it's going to lead you to calmer waters. There's a leap of faith here that you're being called to take, and you could be feeling pulled in two different directions right now, not sure if it's really in your highest good to take this leap of faith. This leap of faith is going to allow you to head to those calmer waters. So that's really what it's about. So you're being pulled in these different directions. By you allowing yourself to follow the guidance and to take this leap of faith, it's going to land you in calmer waters. It's going to, it's like a breath of fresh air. For some of you, it has to do with communicating from the heart space. We've got the King of Swords and the King of Cups coming out. Um, King of Swords is communication energy. It's very intellectual, very logical. The King of Cups is very heart open, emotionally mature, um, loving, from the heart space. And so when these two come out together, it's communicating from the heart space. And for some of you, that is what is going to allow you to really, one, lock this energy in, this lover's energy with the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term commitment, wealth, abundance, legacy, so on and so forth. It's going to assist you in going into the calmer waters with this person. Um, Stay grounded and balanced when it comes to this situation. Um, it's okay to drop your guard when it comes to this person because with the Queen of Cups here, again, this is a counterpart energy. So this is saying it's okay to drop your guard with this person because there is this beautiful heart compatibility that you have with this person. And so, no, the Queen of Cups in this energy is not somebody who's going to see a vulnerability and then attack it later on. This is somebody who's going to recognize what it takes to show that vulnerability and be able to hold that and respect that and never use that against you. So just know that. Same thing with the King of Cups, by the way. It just came out with the Queen of Cups. So, same thing. Same, same. Same, same. I heard something of like this person knows, it kind of came through weird, but it was like this person knows the responsibility of vulnerability. So it's like this person knows and respects what it takes to be vulnerable and would not use that against you in any way. There's an unconditional love in between you and this person. So whoever this is for, this is very much like this person is not going to use things against you. This person is not going to, if you let your guard down, they're not going to come in and attack, is really kind of the message coming through. And it's mutual here, which is so fucking beautiful. Um, like for real, for real. Mwah, beautiful. It's wish fulfillment. So yeah, you've got wish fulfillment coming in. Queen of Swords, there's another counterpart. Um, so this is really talking about two people having a heart to heart conversation. Um, and then there's also the intellectual compatibility. So it's heart-centered compatibility, and then it's intellectual compatibility, which again, fuck, to have that in one person, holy moly guacamole. Anyways, Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you've been preparing for this for a long time. For a hot minute. Holy moly. A long time. But like I just heard taking your sweet ass time. Which is okay, right? You're prepared. You've got your ducks in a row. You're making sure like, okay, and it's commendable, especially if this is a masculine going towards a feminine. The thing is by a masculine sitting there, like feminines can get a little impatient, but the thing is when a masculine is aligning with their divine masculine energy, it's this dynamic of like, okay, I know who I'm approaching, I know what I want, and I need to make sure that I have this taken care of and that taken care of, and I can do this and I can do that. So it's a commendable energy to be in. It's just one of those, it's a slow and steady energy. It's like, okay, and I need to make sure that I've got this taken care of and that taken care of because I don't want to bring it to this person and so on and so forth. So it is commendable. It's also, it's one of those things like at some point, there's only so many factors you can prepare for. So at this point, what's really coming through is like you're ready at this point. You've prepared enough, you've done enough. It's safe to make this offer now. And it is going to still be this wish fulfillment. And it's really aligning you with this Ten of Pentacles energy. Um, This might be a divine masculine reading because I'm not getting any other threads of energy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you will probably already know that by this point in the reading because I'll make that clear in the title. Okay, Six of Wands. This is public recognition. It's also success for success in your endeavors. It's victory in your it's victory and achievements and things like that. It can be talking about coming out into the public eye or already being in the public eye. So take that as extra confirmation if that resonates for you. Ultimately, what's really coming through with these two cards is like you've prepared enough, you've done enough, and you are ready to have this victory when it comes to this situation. Okay. So side note, I was like, huh, interesting. I didn't realize this was going to be like a love counterpart reading. And then I heard one of my guides, they're being cheeky today. One of my guides was like, oh, you didn't clock that after seeing the lovers 3 times? Party hard. Anyways, Eight of Cups. This is walking away from something that was emotionally fulfilling at some point. You put a lot of time, energy, and effort into this. And so this could be a lifestyle, this could be a job, this could be a relationship, this could be all so many different things. But what I'm getting is because you've walked away from certain things, now you're ready and you're aligned to have this victory and this success with this person. You're ready to go get started on your legacy. That's what I just heard. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, Four of Swords and the Devil. What this could indicate, the Four of Swords can be like rest, rejuvenation, that kind of energy. It's also kind of just like taking a pause, just like taking a break from things. And then the Devil energy, what's coming through here is like kind of obsessive thinking. So for some of you, hmm, okay. Um, I don't, yeah. Um, I was seeing if like what the message is. It could really just indicate like really being just stuck in your head. Just like really overthinking, especially with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords out here too. This could be an energy where you're just like maybe you're having a hard time really fully resting right now because you're just thinking and thinking and thinking and like what about this and what about that and I need to do this and I need to do that and I should have done this and I should have done that and it's just like really kind of stuck in your head. Um yeah. I mean, obviously, do your best to release that, but I do understand like it's a hard thing to pull out of. Okay, for some, for some of you, you're obsessively thinking about a Queen of Wands, which is somebody who's very passionate, very creative, physically attractive, magnetic, goofy, spiritual, just kind of l- walks a little bit different. So, if that's the case, what's funny is I'm also getting this message of like the Queen of Wands is waiting. So it's an interesting energy of like you're sitting here really stuck up in your head thinking about all the things, and then you've got this person over here that's like, anytime you're ready, baby, I'm here. And like, I'm gonna just do my best to not overthink too. um, hey, welcome to the counterpart journey. Oh, there's the King of Wands. All right. This person could bring out your passion, your creativity, kind of naturally sparks that within you. That's mutual, by the way. Um, I just heard you would be surprised on how much you inspire your person, and you probably would be. Just I'm getting a no contact situation. So, yeah, right. And I was like, no contact. The Eight of Wands came out. So it's time to put an end to this. It's time to bring in your fast communication. I feel like you already know that, but it's like you're still kind of just really stuck in your head. However, there's not as much resistance in this energy as I've felt in other counterpart energies. So maybe you're about to do it. Good job. Celebration. Yes. Okay, I heard for some of you, there's things that happen in your life, and the first person you think about is this person that you are being called to right now. And it's like that's the person you want to call. That's the person you want to celebrate with. Um, again, there's a lot of mirroring, a lot of mutual energy going on. This is wish fulfillment, and it is the end of betrayal. It's the end of being stabbed in the back. It's the end of people of being let down by a romantic partner. Um, and maybe it's hard to believe that because of your experiences up until this point. But the wheel is turning. You're getting off the wheel of karma and shifting into dharma. And so this is saying fortune is on your side. And that does include being with an empress that you're being guided to make a passionate offer to. And it is your soulmate. And you're going to find a lot of balance when it comes to this situation. And there is a huge potential here for union, reunion, energy, long term commitment. Yeah. Damn. Oh, the cops wanted to walk out. Wanted to pop out. But it flipped in reverse that time. So maybe for some of you, you're worried. Huh. Never mind. That was just blocked. Sometimes I'll start saying something and it gets cut off, so it's not part of the message. Um, is this a resistance to wanting to walking away? Hmm. I'll sit with that for a minute. And we got the sun. That's joy, positivity, happiness, fulfillment. It's like one of the most happiest cards in the deck. Um, yeah, you're really shifting into this new era of life where you get to experience joy and positivity and just like that energy of I'm getting this vision of like you and another person just standing next to each other out somewhere in nature with the sun just shining on you and you're holding hands and it's just like perfect. Oh, oh, so good. Hanged Man, Page of Wands and Three of Wands. Maybe some of you live at a distance from this person, and that might be causing a little bit of anxiety of like, one of us would have to move if we were to even think about this or something like that. That could be causing some extra anxiety. When it comes to those kinds of things, though, just remember if you are being called to somebody who is a divine person, hold on, like a divine counterpart is what I was gonna say. Um, somebody who is, it's aligned. There's a soul connection. You're being called to this person by the divine. If that is the case, those kinds of things that seem like mountains, when you allow yourself to go towards this person and communicate, make this offer, whatever it is you're being guided to do, those mountains, the divine will turn into molehills. Like it will happen. So if it's like, well, how would we pull this off? How would we do that? And it's all this logistical shit. Don't worry so much about that because those kinds of things, the universe is going to come through with miraculous stuff to assist you in doing whatever needs to be done to fully anchor this connection. And this is an alignment. This is like the divine wants you to come together. And when that happens, when you have the divine in your corner on something like this, and you allow yourself to go towards your person and lock this in, the divine's gonna move those fucking mountains for you and clear the path. So do your best not to get too worried about that kind of stuff. Hanged man. Yep, that's perspective changes. So for some of you, you've either recently had a perspective change, or when you go towards this person, there's going to be something that fully brings something into focus. Like it's like the things that you're unsure about, or maybe this, or maybe that, like maybe all these worries and so on and so forth. Maybe it's something as simple, not as simple as, but it's not, it's not simple. Maybe it's something along the lines of you don't know if this person desires you in the same way or wants the same thing with you. And then by you going in and, communicating, making an offer, whatever you're being guided to do, then all of a sudden you find out from them, like, hey, been waiting for you. So, and then it's just like, oh shit. Okay. You fucking, you too? Okay, cool. Fucking now what? So maybe it's something like that that's gonna happen. And yeah, with the Page of Wands, it's creative energy. It's spunk and spontaneity. Um, Passion, creativity, youthful energy as well is really coming out. And with the Page of Cups earlier too, that's youthful energy. It's like that youthful joy and spark for life. It really is coming back online for you. Okay, and then this Eight of Cups. It was in reverse. Huh. Give me a second. I got the message. I was like, what is this Eight of Cups in reverse talking about? Sometimes it's fear of walking away from something, but that didn't feel right. What this is really kind of talking about, for some of you, maybe you're worried that it took too long for you to walk away from whatever was keeping you from your person. And so you're thinking that because it took too long, you missed your shot, you missed your opportunity. The message that's coming through is it's right on time. And it's been time, it's been okay for you to make this offer for a little while now. And so maybe it's taken a little extra time, but like grand scheme, big picture, if you would have went in a lot earlier, it wouldn't, well, one, you probably would have been blocked, just being real, because that's how these kinds of connections work. Like the divine would have blocked you. But the other thing is it wouldn't, you wouldn't have been in alignment with your person at that time. So now you are in alignment. It didn't take too long. It's better late than never is the message coming through. And so it's one of those, like, just, if that's really what's going on, just own it, like, I know it took me fucking forever to figure this out, but I figured it out, and I want nothing more than to build a legacy with you if you're interested in that. Something like that, just, be honest, be authentic, be yourself. Let that be enough. Take accountability where you're being called to take accountability, own your part in whatever happened in the past, and then don't hold yourself in it though. Like it's one of those things, like the past happened. It is what it is. There's no changing it. But you can learn from it. And I feel like you already have. And so at this point, when you approach this person, I mean, you are approaching an empress. It's a divine feminine. Um, and so when you approach this person, take accountability for what you need to take accountability for. And then also just, like, I can't go back and change it. I would not do that now, or I learned this, whatever it is. It's going to be very specific. Um, And then just, I know what this is now, or I know who you are now, or I've seen you clearly, or whatever it is for you. Just be honest about it. Be vulnerable, be authentic. Um, and do your best not to beat yourself up for not knowing what only time could teach you. It's that kind of thing. Like, if you, of course, if you would have had the awareness and known certain things, back when you were, because this is definitely a situation where you have, I feel like for a lot of you, you actually had a romantic connection with your person. For some of you, maybe it was just platonic, but you like were interested in them and then you never said anything, something like that. But of course, if you would have known, if you would have had the clarity and the insight at that time, you would have showed up differently. That's how that works. And so do your best not to beat yourself up for what happened and for not doing something sooner or this or that or whatever. It's one of those, again, like it's better late than never. And again, like it's not a guarantee that, your person is completely open and willing and on board and all of that. In this energy though, I really do feel like this is mutual. This is a mutual thing. Like this person is desiring this long-term commitment and building a legacy with you. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Um, Page of Wands. Fucking Ten of Cups, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. Eight of Swords. This is a mental prison. This is you stuck in your head, just overthinking and contemplating and all of the things and beating yourself up. We were just talking about don't beat yourself up. Allow yourself to unlock this mental prison and pull yourself out of it. It's okay that what happened happened. Do you regret it? Maybe. Do you feel like you missed an opportunity? Maybe. Does that mean that you're just, this is how it has to be forever? No. You can unlock yourself from this mental prison and allow yourself to take these action steps that you're being guided to take and make this offer and see what happens. Because the thing is if your person is on board, which I feel like they really are, with the fucking cards coming out, holy moly guacamole, um, you know, I'm being called to that song, which is really funny. It's from oh gosh, what's the name of it? I was like, "Oh, yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters." My daughter had me watch it, and I was like, "Mm." And then after I watched it, I was like, "Dude, that's a fucking good movie." And then she listens to some of the songs a lot, and there's a song in there called "Free." And every time I hear it, it's like it is such a counterpart kind of song. And there's a line in there where it says, "Let the past be the past till it's weightless." And I feel like you're really being guided to go towards your person now to allow that to happen. To be like, okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's rehash it. Let's talk about it in a more mature way now, and let's release it. And now let's look at where we're at now. What do you want now? This is what I want. Is it mutual? Are we compatible? Should we lock this in? You know? Um, yeah, and yeah, Page of Swords. This is baby communication. And by that, it's like a text or just a simple communication. And that could be what you're being guided to do is allow yourself to do this small communication. And it could just be opening up that thread of communication energy between you and this person. And what you don't realize is that is going to directly lead you into this Ten of Cups energy with your person. This is happily ever after. So to recap, we've got all the freaking cards out here. Not literally, I've still got over half the deck. We've got Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Lovers, and we've got Two of Cups, plus we've got the Empress, plus we've got two divine counterparts out here. This is very, very much aligned. This is very much the potential between you and this person is next level. It is power couple. It is boss level stuff. Like you and this person together working on life together is like just holy moly, it's really powerful. What you and this person have, the potential you have with this person is it's beyond what either of you can really comprehend, right? Is what I'm hearing, which is beautiful. Okay, we've got the Hermit. So you could have pulled away from a lot of people, places, situations, things like that in your life and really had a lot of these discoveries. And because of that, it's time to pull out of hermit mode and communicate with your person because there's a huge completion here for you that is a very wanted completion, is what I'm hearing. And what that does is that opens you up for this new beginning. And yeah, you're really, holy shit, you're really being guided to communicate now. This is both of these cards are very fast moving energy. It's passionate, it's communication, it's going and getting what you want. And so yeah, and it's speaking your truth. And you've been putting in a lot of hard work, and this is your justice in a very beautiful way, not in a way of like this is your justice and it's going to be painful. This is like you've done a lot of work. You've been putting in a lot of hard work. You've been going through tower moment after tower moment, most likely. The divine's been kicking your ass. It's kicking your ass into alignment. Remember that. But you probably like everywhere you turn, shit's going sideways, shit's falling apart. But the thing is it's because you're manifesting this new beautiful life. And with that, the divine's coming in to show you and to help you reassess your foundation. So the foundation that you are on is not the foundation that can embody and hold a 10 of cups and a 10 of pentacles energy with a counterpart. So you've been getting foundational shifts in foundational things where the divine's coming through and being like, nope, not that, nope, not that, nope, not that. And when that happens, it's painful, it's frustrating, it's irritating. We don't understand why. But the reason why is because when the divine comes through and removes shit like that from your life, it's so that you can rebuild. And when you rebuild this go round, it's going to be in a very happy, harmonious way with the person of your dreams. Ooh, no pressure, but it's what you're manifesting. It's what you're manifesting. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Yep, there's justice again. Oh, it's time to rebalance. It's time to balance the situation out. Um, Yeah, it's time with temperance. Yeah, it's time to balance this. This is a divine connection. There is a whole lot more going on than meets the eye. It's time to bring in balance and harmony to this situation because you have a new beginning here in love. You're just gonna have to go express it and open yourself up to have this conversation with this person. And that way it can you two can get started on your happily ever after and building your legacy. Like, this is beautiful. This really is beautiful. It really, really is. Do your best not to focus on the lack aspect of it. If you're sitting there and you're really focusing on how much, like the longing and I just wish this person was in my life and so on and so forth, do your best to shift out of that and go make your romantic offer to the person that you want reconciliation with. Because what you don't realize is you are the emperor and you're going towards an empress and you both are aligned. You both want this and you both have the ability to build an empire together and have happily ever after and financial abundance and leave a legacy. So, like, no pressure, but just like, go communicate with your person so you can get started in this next phase of life, which is just going to be so expansive, so beautiful, so joyful, so uplifting with the sun here. I mean, it really is. It's beautiful, it's happy, it's harmonious. It's in, and I'm not blowing smoke. Like, I'm literally feeling this energy between you and this person, and it is mutual. It, it, this is for you. I mean, this person's perfect for you. You're perfect for this person. So allow yourself to go get it. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Yes, feel free to let me know in the comments below if this resonates. I would love to talk to you about it. Yeah, you got this. It's safe and it's time to go communicate about this. Alrighty. Well, with that, yeah, wishing you all the best. You got this. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free. I will see you on the next message. Bye.